Sit that right there, don't go nowhere, little baby gon' shake that, 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 shit, yeah, I like that, bring that right here, sit that right there, don't go.
Welcome back, we back with another reaction video. Today we're reacting to a Red Tree Stories video. Dumb criminal realizes he can't just rob and kill. Well, like duh. Why is he now just realizing this? Let's get right into it. It's for educational purposes, I guess. You should already know this. Why do you not know this?
July 2nd, 2019, Pablo Reyes and Brandon Cruz were brought in for interrogation regarding 2 armed robberies committed the previous day. Authorities suspect the pair stopped a motorist at a traffic light, held him at gunpoint, and ordered him to drive to the nearest ATM. The victim managed to escape, but sustained a minor gunshot wound when one of the 2 men fired a handgun at him. The suspects then stole his truck and fled the scene. A few hours later, they attempted to force another victim into the trunk of their own car, but he managed to escape on foot. The detectives put the 2 men into separate rooms and begin by interrogating Pablo. What they don't know is that both men were involved in a 3rd robbery, which resulted in the murder of Sandy Cervantes.
You're probably wondering why you're here.
But they're wobbling.
You're here.
It's a crazy conspiracy.
We are investigating a case, and do you know Brandon?
Yeah.
Brandon's saying a lot of things about you, and we need to talk to you to kind of verify what's going on a case that we're working.
What is he saying about me, though?
Well, that's what we need to talk about. This morning we found the blue Malibu, and we found the truck, and we also found Brandon, and we talked to him about it, and he's blaming it all on you. He said that he wasn't there, that he came to his house in that black truck. He sat in it for a few minutes, and you said you had jacked the truck.
Yeah, that's bullshit. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't show up in no damn black truck over there.
Are your fingerprints, right now we're processing that vehicle. Are your fingerprints gonna be in that truck at all?
No, ma'am.
Did you ever touch it, go in it, talk to Brandon in it? Because you're gonna have to be real clear on that, because
yes, I did talk to Brandon in it.
Okay, now tell me what happened. How you came to talk to Brandon in it?
He showed up at the executive. That's on him.
He's blaming you.
That's on him,
He's
though.
blaming you.
But I didn't do nothing. I promise you, I didn't do nothing.
Like, it really irks me when he's be trying to do all this, bruh. Like, you would not be doing this on the streets, bro. You would not be crying, break it down, act like I ain't did that like a damn baby on the streets. You would not do this because you would be perceived as weak. But you niggas want to act like this after y'all done body bag, stole the V, then try to kidnap a nigga, rob multiple people. Like, bruh, this is the time you supposed to stay the most solid. This is when you supposed to man up. We're not supposed to be doing all this. I'm tripping. The hell you got going on?
I want to go to prison. Fuck that. I didn't do nothing. I have no part of that black truck. He showed up at the executive in it. That's all I know.
Tell me, you said you did know. This is the deal. I think Brandon shot a man. It's serious, okay?
I didn't have no part to do with that truck. I promise you. He showed up at the executive in it. That's all I know. I didn't have no part of that truck, man. I'm not trying to go to prison. Yeah, dude.
You know what?
He trying to get an Emmy.
Pablo, here, listen. There's a lot of things that we know. You've got the homeboy Brandon who's throwing you completely under the bus. Is it right? Hell no, it ain't right. And what we always tell people, what I tell people constantly, hey, before you start lying for your homeboy, you really need to think about what your homeboy's saying about you, because I can promise you, your homeboy is not taking the fall. Your homeboy is throwing you clean under the bus. So think about that really hard. I always tell everybody that. Man. It would probably be very, very wise of you to be completely honest with this, because right now you're in a situation where you shit don't look good at all, bro. At all. And if you're gonna help yourself, right now is the time to help yourself. Because once we're finished talking with you,
Right
bro,
now,
and you leave this office, bro, we don't want to get a phone call later saying, hey, I forgot to tell y'all something. I want to tell you the truth now. Once you leave this office, bro,
we're done.
We're done.
The detectives tell Pablo that Brandon has given him up
Come on,
and he
Mr.
should
Escobar.
confess if he cares about his future. Pablo doesn't hesitate and immediately tells the detectives that Brandon was a shooter and he stole the truck.
You gotta be honest, man.
He showed up at the executive, said he shot somebody for his truck, man. He wanted me to ride with him. He drove off for like, I don't know, 5-10 feet, dude. And I told him, no, stop the truck, get me the fuck out. So my fingerprints are gonna be on that door on the passenger side and everything, dude. That's it, dude. I told him I didn't want no part of that truck. He told me he shot somebody for that truck. That's all I know, dude. And I got off.
Hey,
I didn't show up at no.
Let me ask you this.
I didn't show up nowhere.
Let me ask you this.
38 EP, none of that.
If he's, we need the shooter.
I'm 88%
Okay?
sure I saw y'all on camera.
I don't
No,
care if he's
no.
put me on the bus. That it's him.
No,
I don't like guns. I don't
no.
play
Let me
with
ask
guns.
you this. If you were just with him and you saw him shoot that guy, that's the best witness we have, and we need you to. We need that. We need that information. Now, if you were there and you didn't know what he was going to do, because he's putting the gun in your hand.
You know?
Okay? We need an eyewitness on who saw him shoot. And we're going to have video. We want to know if we can trust you to tell us the
You
truth.
can't. I didn't have nothing to do with that truck, man.
Okay, so you know what,
I didn't
Pablo?
have nothing to do with it, dude.
Okay, Pablo.
What did you see happen?
I didn't see nothing. I don't know, man.
I can tell when I
didn't
talk to
see
you
nothing.
about the
I don't
video,
know.
I saw your face. You're going to be on that video when I see it tomorrow. And you're not going to be in my office when I see that tomorrow and me going, this is what I saw. And if you didn't shoot that man,
I did it, dude. I did it.
did you see what happened to him? You're not
It's something
responsible
he said
for
I did
what's
it. I'm gonna keep it stuck.
if me and him are in this room together and he decides to go shoot through that wall, do you think I could stop him? Do you think I could stop him if he did that? That might have been the situation you found yourself in, and only you can explain that.
Brandon shot him, man.
Okay. Where was Brandon when that happened?
In the
Where
back
was-
seat.
So he shot from the back seat? And where were you at?
In the passenger side.
What did the man look like? Because we need to make sure that you're telling us the truth, okay? What did the man look like in the truck?
Santa Claus shit. I don't want to go to jail,
Did you
man.
say Santa Claus?
I didn't shoot him. It was him. I was in the passenger side. That dude tried to run the trip. Brandon shot him, man.
Isn't he still gonna go to jail regardless?
Do you know where the gun is that Brandon shot him with?
Accessory after the fact.
No, I don't. I know I don't. I told him to drop me off at executive. I'm f***ing done, dude. I'm done. I told him to drop me off at executive. And I went back to my room. That's all I know.
Did he ever go to the ATM? Did anybody go to the ATM? Get any money
This is where you shot him at.
in front of the ATM?
Yes.
Did he get any money out of
Don't
it?
ATMs have
No.
cams?
Who put the card into the ATM?
Nobody put the card into the
Nobody didn't
ATM.
get that far.
No. The dude tried to run. Brandon shot him. I know I'm still gonna get in trouble for that. I know I am. You can't tell me I'm not.
I
You
can't
are.
make
You know I am though. You know I am, dude.
This is what we do. We write a report and we
You should have
put
did all this
what
crime
you said,
before you did the crime.
that you weren't the shooter, where it came from, and we corroborate that, okay? Do you know what he did with that gun?
No, ma'am, I don't.
Do you know what kind it was?
It's a 40 Glock or 40 something 40 Smith & Wesson 40 something. It's a 40 though.
Pablo breaks down as he realizes he will be going back to prison. The detectives know they have to interview Brandon next, and he may not be as honest as Pablo was. To prepare, they do their best to get as much information out of Pablo.
So you telling me this is not unusual, but they talked to it. You telling me they talked to him first, brother? She said that's not what Brandon said. Brandon ain't say shit. Like I get it. It's the oldest trick in the book. Make them play themselves against each other. But he said nothing. Hey,
Before speaking with Brandon,
Okay, you jump in the passenger and Brandon jumps in the backside.
Yes.
Okay. And then what happens?
We make him go to the ATM.
Okay, and then y'all get to the ATM machine, and then what happens?
Dude was bullshitting, trying to reverse it and put it in reverse and drive. He did it for the second time, and Brandon said, "What the fuck are you doing? Just go, put it in drive, and get in front of the ATM."
Did Brandon have his gun at it this time?
Yeah.
Alright, and what happened?
Rollins didn't even get 2 steps, and Brandon shot him, dude.
Or if we found the gun, your prints, you know, your DNA, something like that.
Right.
You know, does that make sense?
I mean, I've touched that gun a couple times.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Come on, Bob.
Pablo, if you're so afraid of guns, why in the world would you touch a gun?
Tell that man
Why?
It's funny, because they're kind of interesting, dude.
Okay.
But
you
I
said
don't like
you're
when
afraid,
you pull the trigger. And I just don't like that sound, man.
Now, this ain't the most capitalist I ever heard in my life. It's worse than Lil Baby talking about some. He was playing with the safety and it went off. Huh? No one pulled the trigger. What? What are y'all talking about? What are y'all saying? None of that shit makes sense. None of it makes sense. It's crazy.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Pablo.
If your DNA's on that gun, we're gonna know. He said he touched
That's
it.
all I do is just hold it, man.
Okay, and that's fine. We should find his DNA on it too, right? It's his gun.
Yes.
Okay, then then that makes sense. That will make sense on the evidence. Okay, just like we knew that you were in the passenger seat, we just found the fingerprints, and you were telling the truth.
Before moving on to Brandon, the detectives asked Pablo if he was involved in the second robbery as well. They've already convinced him that Brandon threw him under the bus, and that they have his DNA on most of the evidence. Pablo initially tries to deny his involvement, but he quickly changes his mind.
I don't like jacking cars and stuff like that, bro. I don't like robbing, dude. I really don't. I hate that shit, bro. I hate stealing. I like working, bro. That's the truth. That nigga was just walking out of the hotel room at the apartment complex. Brandon said, "Look, just go get him." I'm like, "I'm not going, you go." When Brandon walked over, he pointed the gun at him, man. The black guy threw his arms up, snatched the keys out of his hand. Brandon told me to open the trunk and stick him in the trunk, man. Alright, dog, I opened the trunk and then black dude didn't want to get in there. Brandon was about to shoot him, dog. And then he said, "I got kids, I got sons, I got sons." I'm like, "Man, just leave him alone, dog. Just leave him alone." There's really like 3 or 4 people standing up on the balconies up there, man. I told Brandon not to shoot him. Brandon wanted to shoot him, but he didn't, man. Just got in the car and drove off.
He got in the car and drove off. And where are you sitting at in this car?
Both sides, man.
So driver's side and passenger side? Alright, so when are you driving it?
When first getting.
Okay, so y'all jacket from this black dude. First thing you do is you jump in the driver's side, he jumps in the passenger side. Y'all burn off. Where do y'all go from here?
That's right down D block.
Okay, so y'all go straight to D block, which is Adrian's house. And then from there, what do y'all do? Y'all bounce after that?
I'm not scared. I'm not, dude. I made a promise to my mom that I would never go to prison, dude.
Well, you broke that promise.
Me up the bones, man.
And you know what? All because of some quick, easy money, man. And you had a good ass job that you
I ain't
had
getting no bread.
for how many years? And guess what? You get fired, and you're fired for 2 or 3 weeks, and you think it's the end of the world, and so you start going and hitting these whole ass licks on this easy money when you know that wasn't the right thing to do.
Man, you can't fucking see me if I go to jail, please. Please, man. I told you everything, man. It's the truth. I promise you, dog.
We'll get you one.
Please, man.
The detectives would end the interrogation, and Pablo would be booked for 2 counts of armed robbery and attempted murder. Brandon is interviewed next, and he thinks he is just being investigated for a firearm that was found in his possession.
Yes.
Who you with? I was just by myself. Yeah, I started walking by myself, and then I came across when I was at Sunset, chilling at Sunset. You know the little bench area? So when I was sitting there, I don't talk to many, just randomly just talk to anybody, but somebody started talking to me, he said he had a pistol, so I'm like, yeah, or I've been trying to look for him. Because I'll be walking around and then I got to live with the dope, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, what you want for it? He said, man, give me 150, you know what I'm saying? And it's yours, you know what I'm saying? So I paid him cash and got the pistol, put it in my backpack, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And went about my way.
What time did you get that pistol?
Around, okay, I told the law something different though, you know what I'm saying? I got the pistol around 1. I told him 12.
So yesterday?
I told him 12 at midnight, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it was probably like around 1 maybe.
Is that your homeboy? Do you know what his name is?
No, I don't even know his name.
Okay.
I've been out 6 months, so.
Yeah. Is that, you said you got a pistol like a revolver, or is it a
No,
semi?
it was a 40.
A 40?
Yeah,
Okay.
40.
Is it black?
That's the
Yeah,
weapon.
black. Well, my cousin had the backpack, but I was telling him like, though that's not his, that's mine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let him take the downfall for my actions. So I'm like that's
Respectable.
that whole backpack's mine.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So he ain't had nothing to do with it.
So the backpack is yours.
Yeah.
And did he give you rounds with it?
No, he ain't doing no rounds.
So you didn't have any rounds on that pistol?
Yeah, just like maybe I think 3 bullets.
3?
I think so.
And you wasted one in this economy?
Brandon immediately confesses to purchasing the weapon from a random guy he had just met, but he claims that he bought it after the robberies would have taken place. The detectives decide it's time to tell him that Pablo has already thrown him under the bus.
Yeah, OD flip, brother.
How about that blue car that was in his backyard?
The blue car, I don't know about the
He's
blue.
saying that blue car was yours.
Nah.
That you asked him and you told him that that's why he was going to your house this morning.
No, really, he was
and
going.
he's saying that blue car is yours 100%. And I'll tell you why that blue car is important. It was involved in a robbery, and he's putting that on you too.
Yeah, nah,
Okay.
I didn't have nothing to do with that. I don't even know what color the car was, you know what I'm saying?
And he's also saying that something about a black truck, that you were on the phone talking to someone about a black truck and you jumped it off on University.
Nah,
Did y'all
I
discuss
didn't.
this?
No.
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't know where y'all were
Yeah,
at.
No.
I just want to be fair and let you
Yeah.
know what he's saying, because it's not fair to let him sit here and blame everything on you.
Yeah, nah.
Will you give us consent for your? Has he already given consent for
No.
his cell phone? He's telling us certain things and we can process your phone and verify that some of the things that he's telling us aren't true. Will you give us consent for your cell phone?
Yeah, you could look at my cell phone.
We'll do
and
it
see.
right now while you're here. If you'll read that, and we'll get that processed. We're investigating some very serious crimes, okay? Are you going to be, even if one guy got shot this morning, I'm just going to flat out say that, and it involved that black truck. Are your fingerprints or anything going to be in that truck?
No.
Were you ever in it?
No,
Did
ma'am.
you ever drive it?
No,
Because
ma'am.
we'll find out. And we just need, what we're looking for is the guy that shot the guy. And
Yeah.
if you
Nah.
were just present and you saw what happened, you saw someone else and you were in that truck, we're going to find out. But then when we get to that person that was driving that truck or that did shoot him and they blame you and your fingerprints are in there, you see how that's going to look? Would you say you have a very unique look? Can we agree with that with your tattoos on your face? Is anyone going to describe
Well,
you in
people got
any of our
tattoos on
robberies? We had 2 of them.
No.
No, and you shouldn't be on any video at an ATM. Read that real quick, and then we'll get. We might be able to clear it up through your phone because he's blaming everything on you.
You seem like a stand-up dude. You might as well just own.
Yeah, I own up to mine. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, just like him. I could have let him took that rap for that gun, that backpack. You know what I'm saying? That ain't mine.
So you guys are boys, right? You guys are tight?
Nah,
That's your cousin?
that's my cousin.
That's your real cousin?
Through marriage. Because I was married to his baby mama. I mean, to
You
his
said was?
cousin. My baby mama.
Okay.
My baby
Oh.
mama is his cousin by blood. So we're cousins by marriage.
You haven't discharged any firearms
No, no sir.
in the last 24 hours, or 2
No.
days, or anything?
No sir.
So you bought that gun for $150 cash,
Who the hell was selling a 40 for
And
$150?
and then what did you do with it? Or where'd you go?
I didn't go nowhere. I just had it with me in the backpack.
So what do you do to get money? I mean, I know obviously
I just
you're not gonna sit here and tell me that you're just like work all day,
Brother,
every day,
I feel the
home,
trap.
perfect husband, wife thing.
if I had
Just lay
an ID,
straight.
clearly
What do you-
trapped.
what's your
if I
choice
had
of?
an ID, that would be my choice.
Yeah, I know, but it's not, you don't have an ID. So what have you been doing?
I just
I mean, are you ripping on people? Or you...
Nah. I just get out, sell out.
This motherfucker said he sell ice. Hey, this shit can't be real. Nigga, this not reality, bro. Fuck. But ain't no way you just admitted to them you sell ice. There gotta be a drug. It's not, no.
Some licks here and there to make ends meet.
I just sell ice. You know what I'm saying?
You just sell ice?
That's it. Like, I know a person that want like a 50, another person that wants a 60.
Mm-hmm.
Then I get the money and go, you know what I'm saying, to one of someone that I know. I ain't gonna say plug like that, but a person that I know or associate with that will bless my game for 75, you know what I'm saying, and give me a good deal so that way I can keep a little money in my pockets and still do this right here, you know what I'm saying?
Tell you anything about a robbery?
He ain't say nothing. He ain't say nothing at all.
Did you tell him?
I ain't say nothing to him about no robbery.
Well, obviously did, because he knows about it, and he...
I don't know about it. I didn't know about no robbery. If I would've knew about a robbery, why would I even jeopardize my freedom to step out, you know what I'm saying, and take off? I wouldn't. If I did a robbery, that would be me. I'd be hiding out. What? I wouldn't even be in town. That's just ridiculous for somebody to do a robbery, you know what I'm saying, and get a car, park at somebody's house, and burn off. I wouldn't steal a car and take it straight to somebody's house. You know what I'm saying? If it's me, I'm gonna take the claim. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna claim mine just like I claim that backpack. Hey, that dog, you ain't had nothing to do with that. That's all mine. You know what I'm saying? That pistol in there, that's all mine.
But if that pistol shot,
I'm gonna take responsibility for mine.
You're gonna take responsibility.
I ain't gonna let the next person go down for what I did.
I don't know what to tell you.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's not me. I don't rock like that.
So why do you think Adrian's telling us that you told him all this?
I don't know. Just like I was telling him, I don't know. He could be scared and trying to put up on
Who do you think
would?
Does he do robberies?
Nah.
Adrian?
Not that all I know is he works, smokes ice.
As far as you aware, what he's done, yeah, he was hard up, needing money, and decided to make a dumb decision to rob somebody?
No. I wouldn't.
Not for you?
I wouldn't, nah. Well, I wouldn't rob nobody if I have work in my pocket. That's meaningless. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's meaningless to me.
Well, I mean, if the work ain't, in your pocket ain't selling right then and there. Well, I know today's the second, when bills are due.
I mean,
I understand that.
It might not be at that moment, but in a couple hours, you're gonna have that 45 to pay that room. You know
I'm gonna make a play. You tripping?
She ain't gotta have it exactly at time given.
Okay.
As long as she pays it that day. You know what I'm saying?
Up until this point, Brandon has appeared very calm because he knows there isn't enough evidence to convict him of the robberies, but that is about to change. The detectives reveal that the phone belonging to the victim that was shot has been pinging at Brandon's apartment. They are just waiting for a search warrant to search Brandon's home.
This tells me you know something about it. That phone is in your where you were at last night. That phone for that victim.
That can't be right.
Look. If you weren't the shooter, you're gonna have to give us a shooter.
All right. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to lay everything on the table? What?
Do you want to give us consent to search the house then?
Hell no.
Yeah, consent.
I ain't got nothing in the house.
His mom's there. She's the one that owns it, right?
It's either my mom or my aunt. One of those.
They have a bunch of property that they're seizing right now. But Brandon, you've got to take care of Brandon right now and tell us what happened.
Take care of Brandon is
my homeboy stays.
I'm not saying that. I'm keeping it stacked.
He has his stuff there with me. You know what I'm saying?
What's his name?
I'm not gonna give y'all a name if we ain't gonna work nothing out.
You're gonna. What do you want to work out?
I mean, see, I'm not gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
Because right now,
I did not have the phone in my possession. I did not have the phone in my possession. Now, if I would have had the phone in my possession, like, All right, yeah, it was me. You know what I'm saying? I had the phone.
What do you know about it, Brandon? You're gonna have to take care of yourself right now. This is serious.
I know a little about it. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been around the bush with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all know I'm not dumb. I know y'all ain't dumb. You know what I'm saying? It works both ways.
I don't know if we're not dumb.
So,
Give it a stack.
I mean, I don't know about the car. I know somewhat about the truck. Mm-hmm. I don't know what happened to the dude. I know somewhat what happened to the truck, though. You know what I'm saying?
What happened to the truck?
But that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to talk no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say nothing no more. I mean, if we come to an agreement, I mean...
See, this how I know you're not
I
smart.
want to tell you this. It's illegal for me to offer you anything. I wish I could. I wish I could. I can tell you.
I know that.
You
That's
give me
illegal.
this, I'll give you that. It's illegal.
Yeah, it's illegal.
What happens is, and let me explain my job, okay? My job now is, I know that you have information, but when you're in possession of information that belongs to a serious crime, it's implicating, right? So it's your opportunity to tell me why it's not implicating. Why you're saying the evidence that we have is not, that you didn't do it. Because right now, the evidence is pointing that you did it.
Because my homeboy came through. You know what I'm saying? He came through late last night. Did I know he had a phone with him? I know he had his phone with him. All I know is
what?
The truck was supposed to be sold. That's all I know. You know what I'm saying? My homeboy came through last night. Did I know he had a phone? Did I know he did this? You know what I'm saying? Have I known he had did this? I wouldn't. Nah, nigga, you ain't coming over here to where my mom stays. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, here's all your stuff. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Nah, I wouldn't do that. Not to my mom's.
Well, your mom right now is involved because we're over there right now, and you know
she don't know nothing. All she does
is she gonna know who your homeboy was? Is she gonna be able to tell us that some homeboy came and talked to you and this and that?
She might give you his nickname.
What's his nickname?
I'm not gonna say it.
You're putting your mom in a really bad position.
Your mom right now is in custody of stolen property.
No, she ain't.
She is.
No, she ain't. Because she's not aware of the stuff that was there. She's not aware of this fool that came to the house that had the phone. She's not aware of that. All she does is take care of my aunt.
But I'm saying she's
all she does is take care of my aunt.
By being in possession. So
I'm not gonna say nothing. Bring a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? Bring a lawyer in here, and then we'll finish talking. You know what I'm saying? Because
okay.
My mom. Hold up. Because it shouldn't be my mom's fault. Because she's opening her doors to me, and I'm opening my doors to my homeboy, not checking his stuff. Let me see what you got. What you bringing in here? You know what I'm saying? All I know was the truck was, he was supposed to sell the truck. He didn't say where he got it from. You know what I'm saying? He didn't say how far, where he got it from, who he snatched it from.
What did he tell you?
All he told me was, bro, let's go sell this truck. I said, man, where'd you get the truck at from? Don't worry about it. Nah, bro. Yeah, nah. I'm chilling, you know what I'm saying? Because I got dope on me.
So you didn't get that truck? Yeah,
I didn't. Well, I sat in the driver's side.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I had went over there.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, I couldn't tell what it was, or if the doors popped open like this. You know what I'm saying? So he had the front open, jumped in like. So what you gonna do? I didn't touch nothing. I didn't do nothing.
Touch the door when you close it?
I didn't close it. Okay. He had it open.
You want to be on his side and protect him.
Nah, I'm not on no.
And prevent us from solving a case where somebody's hurting in the hospital who might not make it.
Nah, I'm not taking no one side. You know what I'm saying? But Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You're on his side. You're not on your side. You're not on his side.
I said that wrong. I said that wrong. Okay.
That's what I'm getting. Yeah. And that's what I'm about to relay to our guys. So if you're gonna ask us to not, I don't know, not do whatever we need to do, then
this shit don't make no sense.
That's not how it works. But it definitely shows whose side you're on.
Because I already know how it is. You don't know how it is.
I already know how it is.
You don't know how it is to see your name or see one of your partner's name on the black and white, and you just be like, damn. You don't know what you got to do. You don't know the steps that people take to knock him out lifeless just for having his name on a piece of paper, bro. His kids, his mom, everybody.
I mean, I can't.
You want that? Would you do that? Would you put your family like that? Would you put your family at risk like that?
Without being in that situation, I think I'd take the hard ride over the easy ride. I think that's how me as a man in my situation. I can't say I've never been in there, but I've been in plenty of situations where it could have been easy to lie to try to get out of it or to help my buddy out, and I haven't done it. I was raised different. I don't do it. That's all I can say. We are. No, I'm not even gonna pretend to know what it's like in your room.
For me to be in your shoes, I know how it is to be in your shoes. I know how it is.
See, I'm not gonna say I've been in your shoes, but for you to say you've been in mine is completely different.
I was there. I was that man taking care of his family. I was that man that got up every day. Nigga, I was that man that did 13 hours a day for 3-4 days straight. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I was that man that had everything paid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was that dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know how it feels to be in your shoes. We gotta know how it feels to be in my shoes. If I do that, and I go back to prison, which I know I am, you know how much fights I have to get into? You know how much ass whoopings I'm gonna have to take? You know how much broken bones I'm gonna have? You know how much stab wounds I'm gonna get? Lifeless.
Damn, boy, he getting philosophical. I shouldn't have sped him up. It's 2 minutes left. Personally, little buddy, you saying all this, you talking about the consequences of actually going into prison, but you could have just not went to prison again, by not shooting somebody and taking multiple vehicles or attempting to take taking multiple vehicles. And also, are we not going to talk about the almost kidnapping? What the I definitely seen him almost kidnap somebody on camera. What are we talking about? Crazy. He talking about what he can't do, what he should have did. Do you know he got to go through? I'm like, damn, bro, that's real. You talking about some shit that you really got to face that's really going to be a reality. But at the same time, brother, you already talking to these people anyway. What more do you have to say? You're gone.
Listen there, nigga, they don't care. Oh, he snitched. He got to go.
Brandon was also booked into the county jail on the same charges as Pablo was. While they were waiting to be sentenced, police found the remains of Sandy Cervantes inside an abandoned home in Hockley County, Texas. 10 months prior, Sandy had been abducted from a gas station parking lot as she was attempting to buy fuel. According to witness testimony, 2 men assaulted and robbed her, then put her into the trunk of her own vehicle and drove away. It wasn't until her body was found almost a year later that the police were able to find DNA evidence on a bullet found in the abandoned home. The evidence would eventually lead them to both Brandon and Pablo. In the end, Brandon was convicted of capital murder, and he would receive life in prison without the possibility of parole. Pablo was sentenced to 40 years in prison because he chose to help the police solve all 3 robberies and the murder.
And a life sentence for a man who pled guilty to the 2019 murder of the Lubbock woman. Police say 35-year-old Brandon Cruz and another man first kidnapped Sandy Cervantes in 2019. Court records show that her purse was later found in a dumpster in Abernathy, and her car had been set on fire at Cesar Chavez Drive here in Lubbock. Ms. Cervantes' body recovered in an abandoned house in Hockley County.
And new today at 11, a Lubbock man will spend 40 years in prison as part of a plea deal for a robbery connected with the 2019 missing person turned homicide of Lubbock mother Sandy Cervantes. 30-year-old Pablo Reyes pleaded guilty this morning to aggravated robbery for a robbery at Lucky Mart on 34th. Now, court records say Reyes and Brandon J. Cruz approached a man trying to fix his car with a gun, robbed him, and tied him up and forced him into the trunk of the car. The man told investigators Cruz and Reyes also forced Cervantes into her own vehicle that was at that same time, and Cervantes was shot and killed and taken to Hockley County. Cruz pleaded guilty to capital murder last September.
What are your thoughts on this case? Please share them in the comments below.
I'm confused because the murder would seem like an add-on. I know 12 didn't know about it, but they knew about it. I'm surprised Pablo didn't expose that. Why was Pablo not? Yeah, we also did. Now I get not exposing it in the interrogation room. You probably need to go ahead and do that when you're talking with a lawyer and the DA, so you can see how many years you can get off or something like that. But nah, they're walling out. I don't know if they went on a con spree because of a lack of opportunity, or if it was like, we ain't doing that right now anyway. Might as well take this car. Dang. Huh? I can't understand. What the fuck is taking the car? What you gonna get for the car? 15? What is $7.50 a piece? Yeah. No. Then you shooting people and burying them in abandoned houses. Hell no. This is bad all the way around. I'm glad Shorty got justice. I'm glad these niggas off the street. That's the end of the video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share the video, share comments on the video in the comment section below. Hit the notification bell so you can stay up to date when I drop videos on this channel. Stay safe, y'all. I'll catch you in the next one.
Everything I see in IATV, bitch, we best. Everything I see in IATV, bitch, we best. Everything I'm seeing, I achieved it, bitch, you best believe it. It has been my Nintendo switch it, though, kick it with my kinfolk. Haters just be talking, so I really do not need their info. Yeah, their info. Yeah.